Hello, everyone. I'm Michelle with 2 L's.
And I'm Natalie the Red.
And
we're wearing all red today.
She is. So she's big red.
I'm
today.
Natalie Red all the way today. All the way red. I don't know if that came out right. This is a great start to the show.
Yeah, I don't know if that came out right either, but we are Force of Light Entertainment. You guys know us. And we are actually working on, I'll tell you guys since you all are here, everyone in the chat. Hello to everyone here. Nice to see you all. Hello, Bob, Valley, Renegade. Nice to see you. Brett, Pressplay, Alan, Share Bear, Rick, Derek, Pat, Yeti Cast.
There's somebody named Natalie in the chat right there.
There is someone. David. Hello to David.
Devon.
Derek, Shane, Yeti Cast, who did I say out loud or did I think in my mind? Yeti Cast is going to join us.
Yeti Cast lives rent free in your brain.
He's going to join us at around 7:20ish or so. He'll be here. And the Bastard of America has joined us. That's quite the name.
Great name, by the way.
He said more like Hot Red. So there you go.
Oh, I like it. I like the comment too.
I like that too. Well, welcome to another weekly roundup. This is our first weekly roundup since we've been on vacation. We had the chill stream last Thursday, but we had missed because we were on vacation.
But that was its own bag, baby.
Yeah, that was its own bag. And hello to our friends at the Echo Base Network.
Hello.
It was a great time. I got to go on with Nick. Coach was not there, but I was able to go on with Nick and a few others Saturday, and we had a nice chat. So hello to them.
Nice little chat.
And hello to Kraft and to our buddy Justin is Lost. And I will say again, because I felt like
Justin with the teeth.
He's got those white teeth, man, those pearly whites.
I could only ever aspire to be half the whiteness of Justin.
In fact, Justin, I had some Crest white strips on my teeth today.
They are effective.
And I can't now not use those strips and not think of Justin or use Colgate for that matter. But anyways.
It's true.
I wanted to say too, I want to give a quick shout out. I know I said it in the video, but we had filmed multiple things that day or two things and my mind was a little fried. I want to shout out Justin is Lost because he is the one who sent me the clip of Joe Rogan and Tim Dillon discussing the Gina Carano thing. So I really appreciate that, Justin. He even went back and found the exact place where they begin to talk about it for me. So thank you so much.
Justin is a nice young gentleman.
He's not lost.
He's not.
He's found.
He's been found.
But yes, thank you, Justin, for sending that our way. Really appreciate it. Because with Rogan, I watch clips, but that wasn't even a clip that was on. That wasn't even on YouTube. And you guys let us know. I hope we're coming in clear because it's showing up that our Wi-Fi is low at the moment.
Hi, David Stout. Hi, House.
Who are you?
All right. I'm just
there we go.
I'm trying to say hi to these some of these new names in the chat.
And hello to Kaylee.
We're happy to have you here.
So Michelle, here, I hit the wrong one. There we go. So Michelle is saying that she's thinking of me. I guess I was, Yeti. I guess I was.
Always thinking of you.
And hell to you in the chat. Good to see you. Hello, John. And Justin, hi, I always got you. He does. Justin always has us. So we appreciate Justin. Justin's a great guy. Definitely check out Justin is Lost if you have not.
Absolutely.
And David! Let's see what we got for David.
Come on, we gotta have something.
I like that laugh.
I don't know if that was the right one, but
I don't know.
It's like
we just personally love that that clip. We literally mimic it all the time.
All the time. I think we've told this before, but it'll just be like a random thing now. Like if we like something, we'll be like, I like that laugh.
I like that laugh. But yes.
Thank you very much,
yes,
David.
David is awesome. You
go above and beyond, and we love you for it.
We really do. We truly appreciate you, David. We mean that.
Always praying for those blessings for David
and for everybody.
Everybody.
Yes, we thank you so much, David. I really appreciate that. And hello to the Fell. Am I saying that right?
Oh, let's see.
I was like, Natalie,
I've
pull
got
that
my
up.
handy dandy phone tonight, so I can be on top of
I
things.
told Natalie, I was like, how about, because we kind of put the computer back a little far, and I was like, how about
It's harder to see than you think right here, like when the letters are so small. But it's the Fell 369.
Thank you. Nice to see you. Yeah, I told Natalie, I said, why don't you get your iPad or your phone, and that way you can read the chat from there instead of Natalie's like this. I'm like, she like has her reading glasses on. I mean, she looks like a little old woman trying to read the chat.
I think this is a better solution than a magnifying glass.
Or reading glasses at your age.
That's just sad.
Those can wait down the road.
Those can wait.
So, yes, welcome to everyone in the chat. Nice to see you guys and gals, and hell to the ladies, hell to you too. I actually heard someone asking, actually it was Nerdrotic. They were like, where does hell come from? And I've
wondered that myself.
He didn't even fully know the answer. It just kind of started on YouTube.
Nobody knows.
And it's a greeting. So I like it.
It's
though.
Provocative.
I think it's kind of Greek mythology, I think. Or maybe not Greek mythology. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. But I think
it means like greetings.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's like definitely the way it's
that's the
used.
way I take it, at least.
Oh, they say Overlord DVD started it. Okay. Yeah.
Greetings and salutations.
Yeah. You can go with that. Or what's her name from the Tiger Show?
Oh, hey, all you cool cats and kittens.
Yeah, there we go.
Why do I do that way too well?
I feel like we need to record her doing that.
Get a clip.
Yeah, we need
Definitely.
Or maybe we should just clip her.
We should.
And thank you, Fat Steven Seagal, for the $2
thank you
super chat. What's your favorite Fat Steven Seagal movie? Do you know, our dad used to really like Steven Seagal movies.
Yeah, it was one of the only genres of movies he really ever watched.
I will have to be real with you. As a little girl, those weren't grabbing my attention. And,
right.
and I remember watching a couple of them, but I can't even remember their names. Like it was, I was so young, and yeah, so I can't give you an answer on that one.
I'd have to Google the titles of the movies and just kind of see if any stick out in my mind, because I'm sure I've seen parts of them.
Well, and I've never seen any of them as an adult. So even if I couldn't even really give that answer until I watched them as an adult.
Oh, chat, I want your opinion on something from Michelle. I was watching a clip. I think it was Gina Carano actually that had posted a clip of Scarface. Now, I have seen Scarface more than once. Michelle has never seen it. Let me know in the chat, should Michelle do a first watch of Scarface? It is kind of a classic.
Well, we probably will at some point, but I know they have been, one of the things that they voted high on the list is Gladiator, which I've never seen. Have you seen Gladiator?
Parts of it.
Okay, so you've never seen the full movie?
I was in and out of sleep.
Okay. So basically it can be a first watch for both of us.
Definitely.
And then another one.
I was pregnant at the time. It's been a minute.
And then another one. Yeah, it's been a while. Another one that I would like to do eventually that Natalie's never seen either is the movie Tremors, the Kevin Bacon movie. So we'll probably do a first watch of both of those at some point.
Tremors piques my interest. Sounds interesting.
Well, yeah, the concept looks like it would be a fun movie.
Yeah.
So they're saying, okay, so let me find, where'd that person say that? First, let me see what Shearbear said.
Who are you calling that person?
Shearbear says Scarface is way too violent. I feel like I may agree with Shearbear if I watch
that
this movie.
Opening 5 minutes. If you know, you know, and the bathroom and the chainsaw.
And he says that Gladiator is a good one. And I was looking, someone in the chat put, and I've not seen Gladiator, but I do know, are you entertained? As he says to the crowd. I saw someone quoted it in there. And then they say, heck yes to Tremors. And Tremors is good.
Do it.
And then Tremors nice and campy. Tremors.
I like
Tremors.
campy.
You guys are liking Tremors. So we may have to go with Tremors next. I'm feeling it. Tremors is great. Hey, late. Oh, hello to Josh and Andy. I don't know which one it is from Hollow Chronicles.
Hello.
Yeah,
hello.
They were actually the ones when we got our camera, and we didn't know how to make, when we would record videos, there would be a lag in our voice, like our mouths would be moving, but it wasn't lining up what we were saying. And they took the time.
It's kind of like me when I try and do a TikTok.
They took the time to show me informed me how I could correct that in post. So thank you to
Very nice.
either Josh or
Very
Andy,
nice.
whichever one it is.
We are a little challenged technology.
We really
wise.
are. We're very challenged.
Just putting it out there.
I feel like we're getting better.
Yeah, we are, and we will.
And
you gotta have faith in yourself.
I'm going to say this. I went back this weekend just because sometimes you need to see like, okay, I went back and I was looking at some other YouTubers' older videos, and every YouTuber seems to really grow.
They have a glow up.
They have a glow up in their technology use.
Because it's just like nobody, that's the thing about YouTube. Nobody's really helping you. Like you're just like regular people that, turn on a camera and a light and you try and make it look good, but there's a lot of learning along the way.
Yes, we are.
Trial and error.
Unprofessional professionals.
Exactly.
That's what we are here.
That's how we like it around here.
On YouTube. And David!
Oh, David.
Thank you so much. And Avita, that's okay. She'll be back. Another Quaalude. She'll love me in the morning. Natalie, is that Scarface? It has to be Scarface he's quoting. And in fact, why don't you just read that? Because I botched the reading of that.
Yes, Avita. That's okay. She'll.
Is that your gangster voice?
That's okay. She'll be back. Another Quaalude. She'll love me in the morning. Is I do okay?
Is Michelle Pfeiffer in Scarface?
She is.
Okay. Is she Avita?
That's what I'm wondering. I haven't seen it in a couple years, but I'm wondering if she's Avita. Somebody let us know in the chat.
Yeah, David, is Avita Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yeah, let's see.
And thank you, Marcos. Michelle and Natalie, you ladies are pro. Listen, you are a pro moderator.
You are.
That's all I'm gonna say.
You're legit. You are the goat.
You are the goat. He says, nice job, Natalie.
Thank you.
Yes.
And thank you for the super chat.
Yes, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. We would have read it.
Of course.
But yeah, so I guess I'll go ahead.
Yes, Michelle is Avita. That's what I was
thinking. So Michelle Pfeiffer is Avita.
They have kind of a rocky relationship.
Okay. Michelle did she do a couple mafia movies or just that one?
Well, and then,
Is she in Goodfellas? Who's in Goodfellas?
I don't know. She might. I mean, she was in the Gangster's Paradise movie.
Well, that's not mafia. That's gang related. It's a little different.
All in the same family, really.
Yeah, it is. Let's see. I wanted to pull up. Let me go ahead and get something pulled up really quickly of our first topic that I was going to address today. Let me get this.
We are gathered here today.
Yeah.
To take a look at this.
I wanted to pull this up because this man, of course, we did our Black Widow review, and if you guys haven't checked that out, go ahead and check that out. We had fun with that one. We genuinely laughed. We had a good time with that review. But this is the gentleman who played Taskmaster.
Makes sense.
In Black Widow. And I think we all knew that Taskmaster was a man. It's a man, baby.
It is in fact a man.
It was literally a man. So yeah, this is the guy, and let me find this next picture. So I'm pretty sure that she didn't even actually get in the suit at any point in time of the show or the movie.
Yeah.
That they literally just digitally put her face upon his face.
Nice.
But yeah, that's what they decided to do for some reason. I'm not really sure why, guys. Yeah, not really. Don't really know what they were doing with that one.
I guess they just really wanted it to be a woman.
Well, and I think what's so funny,
then, physically they couldn't pull that off with who they hired, I guess.
Michelle did The Family of Robert De Niro. I knew she was another Robert De Niro. Yeah, I mean, guys, what did you guys think of Taskmaster in the movie? He said it's stunning and brave. She said, "Wow, that's sad. I'm glad I'm getting recognized, or I'm glad he is getting recognized for his work." Yeah, he did all the work.
Literally all of it.
And if you guys have watched our review, we genuinely laughed about the reveal of Taskmaster because
it was uncomfortable.
Because everyone knew that was a man. That was they just digitally put a woman where a man was.
And then I feel like the CGI or the makeup on the face, it
was like going multiple ways.
It was not on point. Things were wonky.
They were definitely wonky. And I want to say to Alan, I know Grease is the one that gets all the love, but I
love Grease too.
I actually really enjoy Grease too.
I want a cool.
And that's, yes, I was going to say Michelle Pfeiffer's Cool Rider it's a great song.
That's just like that
Grease
scene
2.
of her like that, like going over the ladder, like you're watching that as a young girl and you're like, I just want to be half as cool as Michelle Pfeiffer in Grease 2.
And Bob, we are about to address Loki because Bob says he thinks it was better than Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I think most people feel that way, Bob, at least from what I've seen on Twitter. That seems to kind of be the thing.
I guess that Falcon and the Winter Soldier wasn't widely loved.
It was loved by like X amount of people, but yeah, it didn't seem to be as loved as other things they've done, definitely. And Derek said, I was like, that's it. I think that's how we all felt.
Yeah.
That's what I said in our review. I said it was kind of like the Kylo Ren, where the person, like there's kind of this cool villain that's mysterious and seems really invincible. And then all of a sudden he takes his helmet off and he's got fluffy, beautiful hair, and he looks like a prince. And you're just like, oh, okay, like that's the villain. And it kind of felt the same way with Taskmaster. You were like, oh, like that's what they did. Like, and I knew it was coming, but still that reveal was just,
she's just standing there like a robot with wonky eyes.
They say, Grease 2, you've gone too far. A lot of people feel that way.
Okay. Hey, I
like it.
I never said it wasn't cheesy as all get out.
It's very cheesy.
It's very cheesy.
But two things it's got going for it. The guy
is fine.
And
in a different way than Danny Zuko, because my heart will forever have a place for John Travolta and Grease.
Yes, but the guy in the second one is fine. Like he is a very pretty man.
He's just kind of classically handsome.
Oh, yeah. He's textbook handsome. And then you've got young, fine Michelle Pfeiffer, and she's in her tight outfit
that
singing
blonde hair and
cool
red
Rider.
lipstick.
Yeah.
Like she's just got it going on.
It's cool. It is.
A little leather jacket.
There's some real cheesiness in that movie, but I did like it. And let's see, Loki was the best Marvel TV show thus far. Okay, so that's how Derek feels. And I'm about to actually get into the Loki thing. And I totally agree.
I need to finish it. I've only watched one episode.
I totally agree, Derek, that Falcon and Winter Soldier was meh. Like, that's kind of, yeah.
I watched the first few episodes, and those were pretty much my feelings.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I haven't...
You watched the first few, too.
I have not.
The first few of Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, yes. I watched the first... Yes, I thought we were referring to Loki. I watched the first, 4 episodes, and I just didn't have the will to keep going. It just... Nothing grabbed me and pulled me into that show. And... I know how it ends, so I kept up with it, but I didn't really care to watch it. It wasn't it wasn't calling to me. It wasn't finish watching this show, Michelle. So I did not. And then Daryl, hello, Daryl. Daryl says Michelle Pfeiffer was the reason I watched Grease too. Hey, I understand.
I don't blame you.
That's like when I see Henry Cavill in something. I'm sold. I'll watch it. So I totally understand that.
Pat says, heck with Grease, you must partake of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And
I've never seen that.
I know. And it's such a kind of cult classic famous movie. It looks
first watch
and stuff like that. Is a young Susan Sarandon in that? I can't remember if she is or not. But yeah, I definitely it's one of those, I don't know why I haven't watched it. I need to.
Yeah. Well, and let's see, he's saying that Loki was terrible. Do you know, I tweeted this out probably a week ago. My Twitter feed is literally, when it comes to Loki, it is Loki is the best show. Loki is great. Or Loki sucks. It's terrible.
I've noticed
it is
that.
two extremes. There doesn't seem to be many people that are kind of it's pretty good. It's they really like it or they really don't like it.
I've noticed that.
It's kind of what it seems
That's
on
my observation.
On Twitter, at least. Let's see.
Michelle forgot to get...
What? Michelle forgot, or no, Michelle fought to get Grease 2 pulled. She was so embarrassed by it. Hey, I like Grease 2. I mean, it's cheesy, but I enjoy that. I enjoy
No regrets.
I enjoy the cheese.
Give me an extra slice of cheese.
Let's see. Michelle Pfeiffer, Linda Carter, Brooke Shields are also hot. I swear they will all die beautiful. I can't disagree with that.
It's true.
They're
true.
beautiful women.
They are.
That's the movie I was thinking of, David. He said another mob movie for Michelle Pfeiffer, a comedy, Married to the Mob. That's what I was thinking of. What was the deal with Michelle Pfeiffer in mob movies?
It was just a great fit.
They really liked that. But she will remain forever a very sexy Catwoman.
Always.
Like, very much so.
I loved her as Catwoman.
I did too. Very good. He said extra cheesy with no regrets.
That's how we like it around here.
that pretty much summarizes it. Because there are some movies that you recognize, like, this is really cheesy, but I really am enjoying this in this moment.
It's what the heart wants, what it wants.
It does. And Heart, Catwoman, yeah. I think everyone feels like Michelle Pfeiffer is the best Catwoman. She was an excellent Catwoman, and her and Batman had some chemistry in that movie.
They did.
Yeah, they did. And Catwoman per meow, yeah. Let's see. Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman was a great fit. Meow, yeah, she totally was.
Elizabeth Hurley, yes.
Beautiful
she's
woman.
Another hottie.
Just a stunning woman. Is just aged like a fine wine.
I still look at her Instagram sometimes, and she is still just as hot.
Yeah, like that. Those are the women you're like, man, can I age that gracefully?
Yes, true.
Her costume was a great fit. It was a tight squeeze. In fact,
that was probably one of those things you had to be sewn into, I imagine. No, that's not. They used to do that a lot. Like, especially like, things on movie sets or for award shows, like they'll just sew it up to make it literally the perfect fit. I mean,
Michelle Pfeiffer on the set of the Batman movie, she was like Ross in that episode of Friends when he goes and he's got those tight leather pants on.
Now it's chafing.
And he can't get them back up after he's used the restroom, and he tries everything.
It's formed a paste.
That was totally Michelle Pfeiffer.
We've all been there, have we not?
Yeah, that was totally Michelle Pfeiffer.
I kid.
In that movie. Let's see. Michelle Pfeiffer, Michael Keaton were dating around. Oh, I didn't know that they were dating around the time of the filming of that movie. You feel the chemistry is all I'm saying in that.
Oh, yeah.
Michelle was a classic mob wife. The rival mobsters are just waiting for
her man to die so they can swoop in or try and steal her from her mob husband.
Is that in a movie? Are we talking about a certain movie on that? You have to let me know in the chat. I mean, I understand why they're trying to swoop up Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, I do too.
I understand.
I do too. No judgment.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob.
Hello, Bob. And that's totally right, Bob. Everyone, and that's the fun thing, I think, with movies. Everyone has their own opinion or TV shows, and it really, enjoy what you enjoy. And if you don't enjoy it, oh, well, you don't enjoy it. It's just not, it's not a big deal. It's there for our entertainment.
As we say, for the most part, it's not that deep.
Yeah, it's not that serious. But yes, we all do definitely have different opinions on different things. Well, guys, I will go ahead and bring out our guest. It's been a while since he's been on.
It has.
Yeah, I think it was my birthday stream in May.
It's been too long.
It's been long. So let's bring out the one and the only Lil Yeti. Hey, Yeti.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. How have you been?
We missed you.
I'm doing good. I finally got out a roast the other day. And
yes. Yes. Yeah. We'll tell everyone now. Yeti just got out his roast of Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead. So definitely go check that out because it is quite funny.
Okay. Yeti, tell me something. I was on Twitter today, and instead of on my YouTube, I clicked on it to watch it, and it said this video had been removed because
he got it back.
He got it back.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go back and watch it because I actually had seen that when you posted it the other day, and it was I meant to go back and watch it because Spoiler alert, I didn't really love that movie, so
Oh, we all hate
I'd love to hear your roast.
It
We
was
hated
so
that movie.
brutal.
Yeah, it was definitely brutal. In fact, I inboxed him because watching his roast, I mean, literally watching something making fun of the movie. And I almost just had to listen to it because I hate that movie so much. That movie is awful. I
If
hate
I
it.
had to watch it one more time, I was
Oh
going to
my
go
God.
insane.
Yeah.
I was just going to lose it.
It's kind of traumatizing to watch over.
Oh my God. You have no idea. I was
Oh, that's terrible. We'll be praying for his sanity. And hello to Drunk 3PO. Drunk, are you still at Disney or Hollywood Studios?
Drunk, I'm not even going to acknowledge this.
Now he's just gonna ignore it.
I mean, I'm technically not ignoring it, but I am.
And Share Bear loves Lil Yeti.
All the women love Lil Yeti.
Yeah, we've now basically
Straight facts.
He's like facts.
facts.
He's a man of mystery.
Well, I appreciate that. Drunk stopping by our stream while he is at Galaxy's Edge.
Well, that is so sweet.
Does that mean that we are more entertaining than Galaxy's Edge? Is that what that means? Don't even answer that. We're just gonna go with that. That's what that means.
I think it's what it means.
Yeah, I think so too. But yeah, Yeti. So I want to show you guys because this made me laugh. This is what. Not this. Let's get out of that. This is what the Critical Drinker had to say about the Loki series. Hold on.
No, we've got no video.
Oh, you don't have any video?
No.
My gosh. What the heck? Oh, because I turned it off. Duh. Sometimes me. Thank you, Yeti.
No problem.
I'm glad Yeti was here on that.
Because I wouldn't know.
I've got your back.
Unless I look down, I guess.
Again, we are unprofessional professionals around here.
Don't worry, everybody's just judging you.
So they're like, no more. We were really enjoying it. But
Unsubscribing
yeah,
right now.
Yeah, done.
Disliking the video as we speak.
So let's give this a second chance on this video. So let's go. Let's.
I haven't seen this.
It's shite.
Oh, you gotta love the Critical Drinker. Let's see. Let's not show this.
Yeah, let's not.
Let's remove that. There we go.
I was telling Michelle the other day, Yeti, you've got to know, the Critical Drinker, he has those like almost like exclusive clips that only he uses. And at this point, nobody else can use them because they're like exclusive to his channel, I feel like. But it'll be like something puzzling, and then it'll be this like old British woman. And she's always like, and she's like confidently, I smell shite. I don't know. It's just the way she said it gets me every time.
I like that laugh.
Yeah, no, it was funny. But yeah, so I was going to get your take, Yeti. Have you watched Loki?
No, I really haven't had much interest in it.
Yeah, continue.
Well, it was just all the recent, movies and shows have kind of, grated my teeth. I just had no interest in the shows anymore. And
Yeah.
that was kind of confirmed when I watched Black Widow, because I did not like that movie. I did not like it at all.
Because
It's
Roast coming soon.
is that going to be your next roast?
It was going to be that or Fast and the Furious 9.
Oh, I just know that's bad.
I feel like
I don't need to see it.
Okay, I feel like Fast and the Furious actually can make a funnier roast. I really do.
Yeah.
Because don't they go to space in a car?
Yes.
There's a lot of slow-mo space shots. I can guarantee it.
That's pretty terrible. Yeah, that's pretty awful.
The one thing I'm waiting for is them to release a good quality video so that I can actually use that for clips. Because right now, all you have is grainy stuff since there's nothing on streaming. Jeez, there's nothing on streaming.
Got you. Yeah. That one I'm sure is pretty funny. Yeah, I'm the same way, and that's why I'm kind of curious because different people. Each one of you kind of have a different feeling, it seems, of Loki in the chat. And again, you guys can let us know. I think it like Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Again, I didn't finish it because it was just so blah for me.
And even the last one I watched was actually that one where kind of douche America, like
who actually becomes to me the most fascinating character of the show. Really.
Yeah, he just like goes crazy on that guy in the streets, like with everybody watching. So it even kind of left on where I thought like, oh, this is interesting, and then it was like, oh, I didn't get around to it, and now 6 months has passed, kind of thing. It just wasn't enough.
It did pull me in, and then so I think just kind of that, like Loki, the series itself, like, and I was kind of waiting to see what other people thought about it because there was nothing about it that pulled me in. That was like must see TV. Like, oh gosh, like I've got to watch this. So I haven't watched it, and I don't know if you guys aren't swaying me to watch this just yet. Some of you like it, but a lot of people don't seem to like it.
Well, so much of it. Sorry.
Oh no, you go ahead.
I was just going to say, so much of it seems very predictable. Like the way that they're crafting their stories is done through this paint by number fashion, so you know exactly what's going to happen. Just like with the Taskmaster.
Yeah.
I can't talk. But I remember having a conversation with you where we predicted that it was going to be revealed to be a woman. Like,
yeah, we all saw
that. And that's just because of the way that they're writing their stories. And the same was, basically with WandaVision, you could kind of see exactly where they were going to take it and how there would be, essentially no men in the show, no powerful ones anyways.
And WandaVision, well, you at least had Vision.
Yeah, you had that part, but for powerful people standing up, because they took Doctor Strange out, and
yes, at the end,
you can even see it in their editing. If you zoom in, you can see where they tried to erase him, and you can see his figure coming down, and they completely took Doctor Strange out of the very last episode of WandaVision.
Oh, I haven't seen that clip.
Yeah, it's not done that well because you can make out the cape, you can make him out, and he's going down over the mountains, going to like meet up with her, and they basically said, yeah, we didn't want a man to come in and kind of teach her, which just seems ridiculous.
Yes, yeah, I remember we talked about that. We had Matt on that day, and we discussed that. That was like after that came out, and I remember that Kevin Feige interview that he did. Yeah, it's something. I actually though, and we said this in our reveal, and that's why I want to get to this question. Our review. Because I know that Yeti and I are going to have
a good question.
We're going to have separate answers for this. I have a feeling. So Yeti, you answer that question.
See, I'd go with the Tomorrow War.
That's what I knew you were going to go to. Yeah. Okay.
So I know once you sit down and start picking apart the plot, it does not hold up at all, but it was fun. I enjoyed it, where Black Widow just started to annoy me over time. It started good, and then it just, I just got so frustrated, especially by the end. I was just like, I can't do any more of this.
Do you know that was almost my experience with the Tomorrow War?
Yeah, I told her, and I said in the review, it was like really what sticks out in my mind up until that like stair scene, like that, I was
That was really good.
I was really in the action. I
Yeah.
was really invested in just the fun of the action and everything, and kind of a little bit of horror element almost. I mean,
Yeah.
that might be too much, but like a little bit.
Just that kind of sci-fi horror thriller.
Suspense of like, oh gosh,
Yeah.
chase scene. And then I just kind of, as it went on some, it dragged a little for
Do
me.
you
like
know?
it kind of,
Do you know Jude? Shout out to Salty Nerd Podcast. Jude,
I had to agree with like most of their points. Like,
she actually nailed the issue for me, because I said towards the end I got too long, and she made such a great point. She said when he comes back to the future, that like the rest of, because once he came back to the present, or I should say the present, that's when I lost interest. And she made a point. She said they basically showed the sequel. And it's like, when I thought about that, it was like, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, it would have just been a good kind of, think of the way we both like, all of us like A Quiet Place. A Quiet Place ends abrupt. Like, choo-choo. She gets her gun ready, and it's over. And the second one ends kind of abrupt in the same way too. And think about had he like got him back and like he had it and like it ends. And then you're set up for the sequel to be him figuring out.
Right, like wanting more.
Figuring out how to take what she gave him to destroy them.
As the viewer, you're wanting more.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. I get what you're saying.
I was like, this is a harsh no to that.
Oh, no, well, I thought you meant like his character or something. No, I totally get what you're saying now. So that would have been a great that's a sequel. Like,
right.
And that's where the end of
that
it
made sense what she said.
The end of it felt so just kind of rushed and tacked on, because it really should have been its own separate movie.
Well, and it was a long movie.
It was long.
It was a long one.
It was long. So that was kind of, I mean, I enjoyed parts of it.
And I always feel like I need a disclaimer to say, like, I was watching Jeremy John's review of that movie. And, I think he was very fair. He said, you used to just be able to talk about movies. He's like, now apparently this is political, like people that don't like Chris Pratt. And, it's just like, and so that's why when you dislike, or not, it wasn't even I disliked it. It was just like, it was all right to me. And there were some plot holes, but it's like, I like Chris Pratt. It has nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
It's just, sometimes it just doesn't go together.
Yeah.
Well, that was one of the things I think I remember talking to you about it was, when I started watching Black Widow, I'm like, I was wondering if I was going in with a bias, because I could just see myself starting to dislike the film. And I liked the Tomorrow War. Like I enjoyed it. So I didn't know if there was something else that was bugging me, or if it was just the movie itself, which, kind of sucks that, that's where I am with Marvel and with Disney.
Well, yeah, and that happens. That definitely happens. Because here is let me actually first read this. Thank you, Stephen, for the $4.99 super chat. Evening, ladies. I appreciate you. Well, we appreciate you, Stephen. Yes.
We appreciate all of you in the chat.
Yes, we do.
Oh, I was going to say, I had my daughter, I mean, she'll be 14 in a few days, but I gave her an assignment to not be bored to watch the Tomorrow War and to report to me if she thought it was good, bad, or average.
Oh, what did she think?
She said she really liked it. It was good.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
So I mean, it's just like literally everybody has a different opinion.
Totally.
Well, it is a popcorn flick.
It is.
That's the big thing about it. You're not going to get something spectacular that's, written really well. It's just fun. Turn off your brain and really try not to think about the time travel aspects, because it just falls apart at that point.
Well, and that time travel gets freaking confusing, does it not? Like, it's like you do need to turn your brain off, because if you really even try and like make it just, you're like.
The one thing that I will give it is it didn't create a paradox loop. That was the one thing that all other time travel movies do.
Yeah. I get what you're saying in that.
So Tenet did this, and so did
he started on
Interstellar.
I hated that movie.
Oh, so did I. It sucked. It was so bad, and the score was brutal.
Oh my gosh, I saw that in theaters, and the theater was shaking from the bass that was thumping. By the time I left that movie, I had a headache, and I've never experienced that before. Oh, that movie's awful. That's
well, and then I'm guessing you probably couldn't hear, what they were saying either. So it's so loud, and then you don't know what's going on because everything's whispered.
I know.
I mean, it was horrible.
That movie sucked. It sucked.
That was a true case of, okay, you go into it optimistic. Then like about 20 or 30 minutes in, you're like, I'm trying to can. And then you get halfway through and you're like, I can't. I don't even want to can. Like, I just, like, you've lost me.
By the time they were at the final battle, I was like, please just finish. So I could let me get out of here.
And I appreciate as people let us know in the comments of that video that we are idiots and that it's so easy to understand. But I didn't see it that way.
Yeah, we definitely got some Nolan people that were not happy with our review. And I want to say thank you, longtime watcher, first time subscriber. Well, hey.
Well, thanks for hitting that button.
Yeah.
It's free 99.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Glad to have you. But yeah, and when I say this, I didn't like hate the Tomorrow War. I mean, if you see
not at all.
If you see our review, I have plenty of positives I say about it. It just overall, it was lackluster is the word I would use for me. Where what was interesting is what you said. I likewise went to Black Widow because you had already expressed to me what you thought about it and so many others. And I went in there fully like thinking this movie's going to be such crap and I'm going to hate this movie. And all the way through, even though, again, if you guys watch a review, we're pretty laughy and we're honest about that third act. But I actually did enjoy it. And I was shocked because it was actually, it had to cut through my preconceived idea that I wasn't going to like it. And I ended up enjoying it decently. That's the way I would say it.
That's what I'd say. Because, we always give the disclaimer, I feel like for the millionth time, we're not like, neither one of us really are like the biggest Marvel fans. So for me, for a Marvel movie, like, it was pretty decent.
Yeah.
A pretty decent movie.
Our bar isn't that high.
Right. That's what.
I wonder if that actually helped you end up enjoying it more because you were expecting it to be really bad. But it does start out strong. It's just there's these consistent things that happen throughout the film that just start to bug me. The most wasted character was the Soviet Captain America guy.
Man, and see, we so disagree because we both really liked him.
I did like him. He just could have been better. They took away all his agency and made him into this joke character where he's basically becomes an idiot by the end, and not even strong. Like he's no longer being able to protect his family, and each time he actually tries to have a moment of atonement for what happened to the kids when they were young, they cut him off and turn it into a joke.
Do you know what I think that is? Some of that is, I'm just going to be real with you guys. One of the reasons I'm not a huge Marvel person is I feel like DC does the human experience a lot better. When DC hits, they hit it really out of the park.
Sometimes it's dark even, but they go there, or they're willing to go there.
They you can connect with it, is what I'm saying, emotionally. And what you're describing, I almost just chalk up to Marvel. Because I've never had like some emotional moment with a Marvel movie.
The people writing don't know how to emotionally communicate. Like they're not familiar with that.
They're not. They're like, let's put a cheesy joke, insert cheesy joke in this serious moment.
Because we don't want it to get too heavy or have a real emotional moment.
It would have brought that character to life because, he really did have all these different things that he did that he just held this guilt for, and he wanted to atone for that. And then when it gets to the Taskmaster fight, he doesn't land a single punch, which I don't know if you've noticed this, but in all the Marvel movies now, that there'll be no male hero that will hit any of the female characters.
Well, and here's the thing there. I feel like Disney, that's why, like, back in the day, they would have women just kind of take on women and kind of type of thing. Because I feel like Disney feels like, do we want a man to hit a woman? But
they're superheroes.
in this
Yeah,
case,
when they're in full armor, yes.
in this
Like,
case, it would have been totally fine.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm thinking that's what
Yeah.
they're thinking.
Well-
But then it's like, well, then give a female villain that you give to the females and give him a male villain to take on. Like, there's an easy solution to this.
Well,
if that's the
yeah.
holdup.
I think basically if they're superheroes, it's
it doesn't,
okay.
the rules don't apply.
And it's
right.
especially because they're badass women that can take them on. So it's okay for a battle to go back and forth and then have them overcome and win. You know, that's not promoting any, you know, abuser. Like they're just overcoming and beating the other guy.
Well, do you know, okay, sitting in the theater, this moment, okay, again, Marvel often tries to, let's go for the joke. That's what they do. That's their thing.
They definitely cope with humor.
I was actually disappointed, and I would tell you in what scene, Yeti. It's the scene where David Harbour's character and Yelena, Florence Pugh's character, they've kind of had like a tender moment in the bedroom in that house. And that sounded really wrong. It was innocent in the movie.
They had a tender moment in the
Wow,
bedroom.
chicka, wow, wow.
Okay, it was an emotional moment
They both cried.
between a father and daughter type. That's what it was, okay? And anyways, they know they're surrounded. And he gets up and is like, time to fight. And I literally on the inside, like in my mind, I was like, yeah, like I want to see this family fight together. Like
Yeah.
I want to see all of them take them on. Like that would be an awesome scene. And what does Marvel do? They go for the joke. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
He gets
Yeah.
hit with darts, and then there's no fight in that scene.
And
What?
at no point can he ever be a protector, because every single time he ends up being saved by one of the other female characters. Every single instance, you know, when he's
True.
going for the escape, when he's fighting the Taskmaster, like all of it, he ends up being saved, and it's just okay. You know, they're emasculating him at this point. Well, for the first couple, okay, sure, that's just what happens in the story. But by the end, if it goes, 3-4 times, well, then you're just screwing with the character. You're just not giving them agency.
Well, and the thing I said in our review
And I
is
can see from that perspective.
what one of my critiques in the review, I didn't even actually bring up what I just told you guys, if I was really actually disappointed in the theater when they didn't give us that family fight that I thought would be fun.
And also, I think you had said kind of to let the viewer see his character in action.
That's what I said.
Like really see the extent of his capabilities and what he can do.
Because you have a character who is
I mean,
basically
they show you-
Captain America.
Yeah, they show you he's incredibly strong, obviously, but
in the
Yeah.
first scenes that you see him.
but you don't really see him like truly take somebody on or something.
Well, just give him like a good action scene
Yeah.
towards the end of the movie. And it could have either been done with Taskmaster in that scene, or had they not gone for the funny, let's shoot him in with dart scene, you could have let the whole family fight and let him go off too in that scene.
Yeah.
So there were multiple places they could have given him. I feel like if that character, and I said this in our critique or in our review, in the section we were critiquing the things we didn't like, I said I feel like that character, because they do show how strong he is at the beginning, and he has a good emotional arc of realizing what he's done and apologizing, and they eventually accept it. But they should have given him one scene where we really saw like his full power and capabilities.
Absolutely. And just give a little bit of resolution to the emotions that he's trying to express.
Yeah.
Especially that last one where he opens up like, oh, you don't have an earpiece. Like, oh, come on.
And
Right.
Exactly.
I forgot about that.
Exactly. And again, what are they doing? Let's play for the comedy.
Yeah, it's like sometimes just go for the emotion.
And they at least do, and I guess accept that they accept it by them all like taking hands at the end, and they all,
kind
forgive
of
one
emerge
another.
as a family.
But yeah,
I don't know, because that came right on the heels of him expressing the same emotions to the mom, and then rips off the face and reveals that no, she's not actually Black Widow, so he's been talking to the wrong person. Like, there's several of these, and it's just I just found
Stop
it
doing
so
that.
frustrating. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, I really do. I just kind of feel like, and there's a couple, I guess, but Marvel 9 times out of 10, instead of going for the heartfelt emotional scene, they're gonna not go that there.
They're gonna go for break the emotional ice scene.
They're gonna go for the comedic scene. That's just what they do. Like, it's that Marvel humor that sometimes works for me and sometimes doesn't.
You know, it could have worked if it was the first time, then the second time he gets the resolution, you know?
Yes.
Like, and then the joke is over and his emotional arc is complete, you know, then half of the issues are gone once that's expressed.
Yeah, it's true.
Because overall, unlike a lot of Marvel characters, I actually think he was funny and delivered just the way.
And Florence Pugh.
Yeah, and Florence Pugh, like delivering his lines and her lines. So, and overall, I found him to be a positive male character. It's just that they could have done more with him.
Yes, I fully agree. Because I really liked his character.
Yeah.
It's just he could have been a standout one.
Yes, you're right.
Well, and he's if I have a word, even though I enjoyed it fairly well for a Marvel, I do have to put the preference for a Marvel movie.
Cue the hatred in the comments.
I know, right? We're getting down votes right now.
But where was I going with that? My brain just went dead on that one.
So for a Marvel movie.
So even though I enjoyed it for a Marvel movie, no, I lost it. I lost my train of thought there.
Still gone.
My gosh. Let me read the super chat. Thank you, Daryl, for the $2 super chat.
You.
Hello, ladies. Super chats are cool. I think they're cool too.
We enjoy them too.
I think they're pretty.
We're fans.
Yeah,
we give them 5 hoots.
We are fans. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I think a word I would use for the Black Widow character in general that I almost feel aggrieved as a female fan is missed opportunities. I feel there were missed opportunities in this movie, whether it's with his character or just different things they could have done with the story. And then I feel like a missed opportunity in the fact it did just come out years ago.
Yeah.
And then a missed opportunity because that is what I actually enjoyed of watching this movie. It hit me. The Black Widow character in the Red Room is really cool. Like, it's a really cool comic idea.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of grieved that we didn't get. Maybe I would have been a bigger Marvel fan had we got a full ScarJo Black Widow trilogy that I think they could have made really good if they had some good writers.
Yes.
With the Red Room and just the spy thing, and you could have brought Hawkeye in one of them. I mean, there was a lot of cool things that could have been done. And Marvel, on top of not wanting a lot of emotion, they don't know how to do romance, okay? Because there was some real missed opportunities of some chemistry between Chris Evans' Captain America and ScarJo. And you feel that in Winter Soldier, which is my favorite Marvel movie. And then what did they do in the next movie? We're supposed to believe that Black Widow like has a thing for the Hulk. Like, it was just like, no. So I feel like that was a missed opportunity.
She has a weak spot for big green angry guys.
Apparently.
She's only attracted when he's in that form.
Oh, because everything gets bigger.
I knew. Our brains were on the same way. But I let you say it.
But I mean, what do you think about all that, Yeti? I just feel like a good word is kind of missed opportunities with a character that really is a great character.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Black Widow is a fantastic character, especially because you end up seeing how she overcomes her lack of super abilities. Like, she's just a trained assassin and has to find other ways to get through the problems. Yeah,
definitely. I was just thinking too, do you know what actually a good Disney Plus Marvel show would be? Is if they got David Harbour to do like a prequel where they kind of de-aged his face a little and they gave his character an 8-episode miniseries.
Because he's funny.
He's funny and he's a good actor.
Yeah, I loved his character in there.
Yeah.
I also, just so it doesn't sound like I'm just, hating on the women in this, I really liked Lawrence Pugh's character too. She was funny and capable, and I enjoyed their interactions throughout the movie. Like she was standout in this.
Yeah, she was really excellent.
Like when she got down in that, like the Black Widow pose, and it was just so genuine. And well, like, why do you do that? Like, do you do it? It was just a genuinely a laugh out loud moment.
Okay, my favorite moment is when she goes to try it herself, and then gets up and shudders, like, oh, that's gross. That was a good moment.
That was good. And I will tell you, Natalie and I both genuinely laughed out loud when David Harbour's character, when he's like, you guys red ledgers must be so red. You've killed so many people. It's like holding their hands like you've killed so many. It was pretty funny. And the Latino slant says for Yeti to go eat a taco.
I would love a taco.
Tacos are good.
Tacos are amazing.
They're totally amazing.
And Polly, so you guys, the Latino slant, we will be on his channel tonight. I believe it's at 9.
Yes, 9:00 to discuss.
And things might get spicy.
Yeah, to discuss the TV show, Who Killed Sarah?
Because the show is I'm trying to speak Spanish here. Muy caliente.
What does that mean? I feel like she just said something probably that she didn't mean to say.
I know caliente is hot, but I couldn't think of very hot.
No, I believe that is muy caliente. Like, I think you got it. I don't think you said anything dirty.
Good. Oh, he said it. It means more hot. More hot. That too. That'll work.
That's what she was going for. More hot. Yeah, no, I definitely, I understand what you're saying though, because again, I genuinely felt a missed opportunity with his character. Again, either giving him what I really wanted was that family fight when I thought, oh, they're going to give us how are they going to get out of this? This is going to be a cool scene. And then boom, he gets hit with the dart, and then boom, boom, boom. And it was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they could have done so much with that. And you could have shown him being a badass, but still being taken out in the end.
Yeah. Yes. They could have all still been captured.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah. Well, we got what we got.
Here's the other thing that drove me nuts is the mom is never held accountable for any of her actions. She set up this entire program, created all the mind control stuff on her own. She wasn't forced. She did it based on belief, and nothing is ever discussed. There's no consequences. Like, oh yeah, I decided that was bad now. Like, we're all good. There's no jail time.
Like if a murderer just is like, oh, I realize that was wrong now.
Well,
I don't.
The only thing is she definitely, Black Widow lets her go on the run. So we don't know what they would have done with her, probably.
True.
And I will say this. I said this to Yeti in our private message. Guys, just go research who started NASA.
Yeah, I know.
It's very likely that they would let her get away with it.
Oh, she would have been hired. She would have had a 6-figure salary just like that. She'd be running it. There'd be Mars missions.
Oh, totally. That's what they definitely would have done. But yeah, I feel you though on that. And would you be interested? I actually think I just thought of that as we were talking. That would almost be like doing the Luke Skywalker thing, redeeming the situation a little bit. But I would actually be down for like an 8-episode mini-story of David Harbour's character as why do I always forget his name? What is his comic name?
What is it? Red.
I know, I forget it too. I'm so bad at it.
I remember it as soon as the camera's not rolling. I
know. It happens all the time to me too. As soon as it we'll hit stop, like, oh, that's what it was,
Yes, yeah, and Shane knows what I'm saying here, but yes,
Operation Paperclip.
That's the operation with. You'll have to go look up Operation Paperclip. But anyways, yeah, I think they could make a pretty cool story, but I need David Harbour to be finishing out Stranger Things, so I can't have him busy with anything else because I gotta have my good old Hopper back.
Yeah, well, haven't they started filming that already? So it should be an issue.
I think they're almost finished, but I believe they're going to do a 5th and final season.
Oh, okay.
I think so. I want them just to get that going as soon as
yeah,
because we've had to wait to get to season 4. So I hope they get to that. Yeti, we've never asked you. Are you a Stranger Things fan?
Oh, absolutely. It's a good show.
It's a great show.
I feel like we have asked him before.
I feel like we ask everybody on
We
our
really
show.
Red Guardian. I think it is Red Guardian.
Yeah, it's Red Guardian. As soon as it is like, yep, yeah. Yeah, I actually would. I'd be down with an 8-episode arc Red Guardian, seeing young Red Guardian in his full glory.
And I don't know if he'd be able to get back. What's his Chris Evans? To end up fighting him a little bit. That'd be at least maybe in the finale. A 1-episode thing. He might come back to reprise the role, but that would be awesome to see, especially if you give him. If you give him a bit more, I don't know, more of the character art. Although I'm not sure how that would play out because his character is taking place after all these events. So he's, way more on that evil propaganda side when that show would take place.
You would almost have to, totally. Like he would have to be basically kind of an anti-hero, which is probably, they did Loki. I don't know. So, but he would have to be kind of an anti-hero is what he would, they could do it in a way just for Russia, I guess. I don't know.
Because he is likable.
He's very likable.
Yeah.
They would make it not intense, but yeah. But anyway.
Then it would come out that he was under mind control and that's why he did the evil things.
Rachel Weisz's character, she did the spell on him.
Yes, that was the reason.
Oh, that scene was I actually did kind of laugh too when they were like having a moment and the girls were like, "Oh, stop!" Like, no.
Yeah.
Doesn't he say something to the effect of, "I've been in prison for a really long time"?
He does.
Kind of like what that means.
See, those moments were good, and I enjoyed those parts. Like there were many enjoyable moments. It's just as it went on, it totally lost, especially I guess the climax of the film. And it basically lacked an entire story. There was no real plot. The actual bad guys didn't really have anything they were trying to achieve. They just had their army, but they didn't really have a reason why they were going to do anything. It was just she stops whatever thing he had.
Yeah, she stops the basically, I guess, the Red Room in a way.
But that doesn't give him something to strive to achieve. So then he's just a flat character because he's not trying to get to a goal.
Who, the villain?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get
that goes for Taskmaster too. Thanos was a great villain because he's trying to achieve something. We know what he's trying to achieve. That never happens in Black Widow.
But Yeti, some people just want to watch the world burn.
Well, then show that. Show that he just wants.
He's crazy.
Yes. Give him a reason.
I get what you're saying. Well, Yeti, we're gonna have to close it up because we've got to prepare. We've got to prepare
mentally, physically, and emotionally
to go be on the Latino Slant show in less than an hour now. But Yeti, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, thanks for having me. Yeah, we really got deep into that.
Well, we ended up, we ended up just talking Black Widow, which was one of your things. So, I mean, that's fine. but yeah, thank you for coming on, and everyone definitely. Well, I'll let you plug what you got going, Yeti.
Well, I have the brand new roast, and I know it's taken me a little while, but it's finally out. It's Army of the Dead, and I've got through the hurdles of Netflix blocking it worldwide. I fought that and won, so you can go check it out after this show. I think it's one of the best that I've done so far. I'm really proud of some of the jokes in there, so please go check that out.
Yes, yeah, definitely go check it out. It was fun, and especially if you were like me and even if you liked the movie, you would still find the jokes funny.
Yeah.
His roast aren't harsh nature. They're
No, it's all in fun.
Yeah.
It's all in fun.
It's fun. And thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone in the chat. We appreciate all of you guys. And Marcos has had Yeti's channel in the chat. If you want to go hit the subscribe button for Yeti and then check out. And how did I miss this? I must have missed Roger H. Thank you for the $1.99 super sticker. And
Thank you, Roger.
Roger H. He's everywhere, man. We appreciate you, Roger.
And we like that about you.
We appreciate you, Roger. Well, thank you, everyone in the chat. You guys make it awesome. You guys make it fun. And we will be back next Wednesday as far as the weekly roundup is concerned. We appreciate all of you guys. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, remember to be a force of light. All right, bye, guys.